Game 2 of the Tokyo series is officially in the books, but not without controversy, and we didn't just have one, we had two of them. Craig Kimbrel is going back to where it all started. He is going to be a member of the Braves this year. Shohei Ohtani, he's still struggling out there in left field, trying to learn a new position on the fly, and Patrick Corbin, he's getting one last crack at it to make a big league squad. We'll talk about all of that and more in today's MLB recap, and don't forget that recap is brought to you by SeatGeek and Underdog Fantasy. Use code Fuzzy. And for all of my MLB The Show fans, I've been posting MLB 25 like crazy. I just unlocked Carlos Beltran. I know, touch grass, get a life, kid, but that will be out later on Fuzzy Gaming. I want to talk about one short story super quick. Craig Kimbrel, the soon-to-be 37-year-old, is going back to where it all started. We know that when he began his career as a Brave, he was on pace to be the greatest closer of all time. Yes, better than Mariano Rivera, but as of late, he's really fallen off that pace. Still crazy that even after his nightmare season where he put up a 5.3 ERA last year, he's been so good throughout his career. He still has a tiny 2.59 ERA. But yeah, he gets $2 million to join the Braves. He's going to take the next few weeks to ramp up because obviously he pretty much missed all of spring training. And also, I do want to say he's not going to be the closer, so he's very likely never going to reach 500, and he's not going to be able to keep up with Kenley Jansen, who's the active leader with nearly 450 saves. Here we go, game 2 of the Tokyo series, the Cubs versus the Dodgers. Mookie and Freddie, they were out yet again. Roki Sasaki made his MLB debut in his home country of Japan. He was fired all the way up. The adrenaline must have been pumping because he threw 100 after 100 after 100. Ian Happ, he did make contact, so it wasn't like it was an exciting first out. But the first strikeout of Roki's career goes to Seiya Suzuki, a fellow Japanese countryman. Now, Justin Steele, the Cubs starter, had a rough first few frames. He allowed one run on a pass ball. Will Smith scores. Enrique Hernandez, he tacked on another with the sac fly. So it's 2-0 Dodgers when Tommy Tanks makes it 3-0. Tommy Edman, he's coming off a magical postseason, and he's set for his biggest year because technically he's in the prime of a baseball player. He's 29 years old. Roki's hot start came to a screeching stop in the third inning. He walked Kyle Tucker. I think that was 3 walks in a row. Now, it's still dangerous because the bases are juiced for Michael Busch, but he got him looking. Rookie Matt Shaw, he's no slouch. He's up now. He's gone too. This one on the swing. So Roki's first start is done after 3 innings. He allows, I think it was only 1 base hit, 1 run. He had 3 strikeouts, but he did walk 5 Cubs. Enrique Hernandez, he ruined Justin Steele's start basically all by himself. A 2-run home run after that sac fly, 3 RBIs in the first few frames, and he turned on that 91 fastball thing inside. He got through a little bit harder than that against big league hitters. Now, after Roki came out, Chicago did in fact grab one of those runs back. Ian Happ, that's his first RBI of the season, but guess who got that run back? The guy from Fortnite. Non-Dodgers fans, they were screaming that Shohei only had a home run because it's Major League Baseball and they glazed this guy. They're saying that it was fan interference. It should have been a double, but the umpires did in fact uphold it. Ohtani and Rojas hit the decoy celebration. Decoy is Shohei's dog. Dansby Swanson, he gave Cubs fans a brief moment of hope with a rocket RBI double down the left field line, but all hope faded with an absolute web gem in the 9th inning. Miguel Rojas, he ends the game. Sheesh, that was sick. So the Dodgers, they sweep the Tokyo series without Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. The road to 162-0 is still on. Now we got to wait until March 27th for actual opening day, which sucks. I do want to show the Ohtani home run because it was not the only controversy in that game. Max Muncy on a pop-up from Ian Happ to foul territory. He straight up whiffed it, but NFL quarterback Rodney Peete was there. He makes the catch, hits him with the side eye, and Muncy, he looked a little bit annoyed, but I'm assuming that Muncy was upset at himself because he knows he straight up whiffed it. Pete did not get in the way, but a lot of people were saying, why are fans so amped up every time the Dodgers play? Going back to the Yankee series. Before we move on, I do want to give a quick golf clap and shout out to the rookie Matt Shaw. He had a sick diving play over there at third base, and that was after he secured his first big league base hit a few innings before. I think that he's going to be special. I just wanted to give him a shout out before we moved on. From a sick play to a misplay, Shohei Ohtani still trying to learn left field on the fly, and I have to be honest, that's his second misplay of the last week. The first one, he jumped way too early on, but I believe in Shohei Ohtani. I know it's going to take some time, but I wanted to show that off real quick. Astros fans, let me know, are you worried about Altuve's defense out there in left field? Also, they revealed their brand new City Connects. Not gonna lie, I like them alive. Calling all baseball fans, we need to form a prayer circle around the Pittsburgh Pirates franchise because Jared Jones is going to get a second opinion on his elbow. He had some elbow discomfort in his last start. They've already had the first round of imaging. The fact that they need a second opinion is not good at all. And the sad part is Jared was absolutely disgusting to start spring. He had 17 strikeouts in 12 innings. He looked nasty. So praying this is out of precaution. But the last time that we heard a pitcher with elbow discomfort and needing a second opinion was Garrett Cole. He needs Tommy John. So again, prayer circle around Jared Jones. Please, baseball gods, don't take that Paul Skeens-Jones duo from us. Please don't do it. We're about to talk about a player we haven't really talked about a lot over the last few years, and if we did talk about him, it was because we were kind of making fun of him. Patrick Corbin is going to the Texas Rangers on a minor league deal. So this is pretty much a last-ditch effort, a Hail Mary from the Rangers, because they're trying to get as many innings eaten from their starting pitchers, and who knows if DeGrom and all of their guys are going to stay healthy. Patrick Corbin was pretty good heading into 2019, and that's why he secured a 6-year, $140 million contract. And if you don't remember, he was actually really good that year with a 3.2 ERA and wow, 238 strikeouts. He did have a terrible postseason, but Nationals fans, they kind of wrote it off and they forgot about it because he locked all the way in Game 7 of the World Series against the Astros with 3 shutout innings to end it. He then fell off a cliff. He allowed the most hits by a starting pitcher in 3 of his final 5 years of that contract. He had a 5.6 ERA the final 5 seasons, and the strikeouts per 9 dipped to 7.2, and he was known for being a strikeout guy, like 10.5, 11 strikeouts per 9. On top of that, he also had an escalating contract. What does that mean? Well, the more he played, like as he aged into the contract, the more that he made. He made $35 million last year in 2024 to allow the most base hits and runs of any starting pitcher in the league. Now, the Rangers have had success with, I'm not going to say older pitchers because Nathan Eovaldi was 33 when he came to the Rangers, but he kind of had a hits per 9 issue. They pretty much got that in check. Maybe Patrick Corbin can have one final run at it. Maybe he's going to be good and have more years under his belt, but I don't really believe that. I just wanted to update you guys. Corbin, he went from really good to being really bad to saving the Nationals in the playoffs to being all-time bad. And there you have it. The second official, technically, recap of 2025 is in the books. Go ahead and juice the algorithm. It really helps me out. Leave a like and subscribe. And also, don't forget to head on over to Fuzzy Gaming. Carlos Beltran, he's here. I'm going to show you guys a few more highlights from spring. This is Big Sugar. Yes, that's his nickname. Zach Maxwell throws 102 to end the game and hits the other dugout with a thumbs down. I had to show you guys that. Lance McCullers, I just didn't realize this. I guess he made his first professional start in 2 years. And don't forget that when he was healthy and in his prime, he was one of the more efficient starting pitchers in all of Major League Baseball. It really seems like he's going to be focusing on the ground balls this year, just like he always has. A scoreless first inning back. One more guy I do want to show, Max Fried, and that devastating pickoff move as well as the stuff was working against the Boston Red Sox. Oswald Peraza, he's trying to win a job. He looks a little bit like he's been in the weight room. He looks jacked. And Max Fried, he continues to do his thing. We had another Joe Torre moment. There he is taking out Max Fried. And I do want to go to the flip side of that game. Walker Buehler, as you just saw, he's only thrown a couple innings, but he's looked pretty good this spring. He's thrown absolute darts. I think he had 4 strikeouts. He was up to 94, 95 miles an hour. And that curveball looked disgusting. Now, one more clip I do want to show you guys back to the Reds game. I guess it deflected off the pitcher. Elliott has to go back, spin around, and he still somehow makes the play. One of the most electric players in baseball.